Hello, I'm Tim and welcome to Gameplay Casts. In this video, I'm going to be completing some more miniatures 20 years in the making. This time, I'm going back and finishing some old Lord of the Rings minis I got with the magazine subscription when I was 14. I'm sure I'm not the only one who dived into the awesome Lord of the Rings Battle Games in Middle-earth magazine subscription. And I'm probably not the only one who built the first dozen miniatures, painted half of them, had a couple of games, and then gave up, right? Well, in an effort to claw back some of the obscene bending from my Warhammer's Miniatures painting challenge, which you can now watch if you follow the link on the screen or in the description, and since I found the original paints from the magazine, I decided to rectify this by finishing the minis off and then selling them on eBay. Or trying to. And here they are, my ragtag band of survivors. The men and elves of the Last Alliance. Or man, since I didn't record the full models pre-makeover. Sorry. For the men of Numenor, I'm planning on sticking with the original colour scheme and just tidying everything up. Adding a half-decent base, aligning colour for the inside of their capes, jazzing up the swords a bit, trying to pick out some of the facial details, and of course, redoing that base rim in black. I don't know what I was thinking, doing it green. Ooh. It's a similar story with the elves, except as well as the 4 warriors, I also have 4 archers. These would have been undercoat, so all being well, I'll be painting these up to match. Giving them the same bases as the men and just trying to add more definition and depth with some washes and highlights. Let our quest begin! All in all, the actual painting wasn't too difficult. The improved equipment quality I've now invested in alongside the modern paints and tricks of the trade, like access to shades and washes, really allowed me to pick out and emphasise the model details. The few details there actually are. I mean, I know these are small minis and maybe my undercoating is a tad thick, but honestly, there's so little to work with compared to the new larger sized 40k minis. I mean, I'm convinced that the elves don't actually have any definition on one side of their face, so I basically had to freehand the eye on one side. I also tried to add some dry brushing to the elves' skirts and cloaks. This proved way more difficult than I anticipated. Firstly, I couldn't seem to get the brushing dry enough for half of them, probably because I was trying to rush to finish. And secondly, when I did eventually sort it out, it barely picked out anything, because there's no edges or details to catch on. I just ended up smearing paint over the surface, which as you can imagine didn't look very good. Honestly, these models became a bit of a nightmare. But as a great man once said, if you find yourself going through hell, keep going. I persevered, and here's the results. Much that was once unfinished is now finished. Whew. For 12 miniatures, that took way too much effort, but we got there. Or thereabouts. I ended up solving my dry brushing issues by adding white highlights with my brush and then glazing the blue over the top, adding more and more layers until I was happy with the transitions. I think a few on the cloaks aren't the best blended, but I'm honestly burnt out with these. They were supposed to be a quick win, as I estimated about 1 to 2 hours per model, and taking my time, I could get that done in about a week. In reality, I think it took me double that thanks to my highlighting and brushing issues. Oh well, anyway, all's well that ends better. Hopefully, these will sell on eBay for a tidy profit. Though, in all honesty, I'm not sure what I can charge. I was aiming for around £15 per model. Is that way overpriced? Let me know in the comments section below what you think of the finished quality and how much you think they're actually worth. Equally, I still have a set of Uruk-hai and the Heroes of Helm's Deep that could also be given the same treatment. So if you would like to see a video covering either of those projects, let me know in the comments too. And with that, I bid you good day, sir. I've been Tim from Gameplay Casts, you've been awesome, and all left for me to say is peace out and thanks for watching.